What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and I am alive, and I'm back with another trophy talk. This is going to be for the month of August. I did want to do this a few weeks ago, but I just got caught up with things, and there was a lot of things going on, and I'm going to talk about that in this video, at least what was going on in the beginning of this month, because it was in regards to gaming. But all in all, everything has been going well. I was again, and the reason why I always kind of neglect these videos, even though I know that everybody loves them and I know that I should just make them, but like I have this internal thing within me that's like, I shouldn't put this video out unless I've made some sort of progress in games. And I feel like if I don't make those progress in games, then it's just like annoying to put it out. So I'm going to try to get better with that, to kind of tell myself, no matter if I make progress or if I don't make progress, to just put the video out so that we could talk about things. I could talk about games. I can get stuff off my chest, because I do like just sitting down, discussing, thinking about what games I'm going to be playing, what games I have been playing, the progress I've been making, everything like that. It does help me, but I just feel like if I don't do anything, then it doesn't help, because, whatever. But I'm gonna be selfless here, and I'm gonna continue to try to push through regardless of that. Before we get into the video, I do want to note that I have a new link down below for all of my social media stuff. So if you want to go follow me on anything, I have been trying to stream on Twitch a few times a week. So I have Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, everything like that. So if you want to go follow any of that, it's all linked down in the description below. So you can go follow me on any of those things. Would greatly appreciate it. But anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into this. So this is basically going to cover a majority of the summer, because the last one of these I did was in April. So we're going to be discussing a lot of things here. We're going to be discussing a lot of games that have been played, and we're going to be discussing what my plans are moving in the future, which, actually, talking about that, I think I actually have something over here. Okay, yeah. I did not have that pulled up, so sorry about that. All right. I don't know why I'm apologizing. It doesn't even matter. Well, it doesn't matter, but so first up, the last game that I had platinum before starting this was Elden Ring, and I do want to make a note about Elden Ring and Horizon Forbidden West before moving forward. The platinum percentage on both of these games has gone through the goddamn roof before, since then. They're both up to 44%. I'm waiting for Elden Ring to pass Horizon, but it's not going to happen. But yeah, those are through the fucking roof. I have no idea why or how or anything like that, but holy shit, they are going berserk right now. In regards to Horizon Forbidden West, I do at some point want to sit down and play the DLC that came out, because there was a DLC that was released for New Game Plus, and I believe playing it on the hardest difficulty. I really don't want to do that, and obtaining new weapons, dyes, and face paints or whatever. I really don't want to do that, because I did not enjoy this game, but for the trophy, we will do it for the trophy. That's all I'll say. So that's going to be what it's going to be, and I'm going to just have to suck it up. As for Elden Ring, I do intend on playing Elden Ring on the PS4 at some point, but I think I want to play more different Souls games before I do that. But I did adore Elden Ring, my favorite game of the year so far. So first up, we have Car Drift Racing Online. Now, on a trophy talk that I put out, I don't know if it was the one in April or if it was, it had to have been the one in April. It might have been, I don't know. Anyway, somebody left a comment. I want to appreciate the person that left the comment, because you did open my eyes up. So I had put Car Drift Racing kind of on the back burner for a little bit, because I was done everything in the game except doing the real grindy things, like doing 1,000 races online and reaching, I think it's level 25. So the No Limits, and then the Wolf Among Sheep, Mid Sheep. Yeah, I really had to grind those out, and I didn't want to. So level 25 you used to be able to grind out by just drifting around in a circle on an online map and getting that, and you could do it by yourself. And I was doing that, except I tried to go back to it, but when I started lobbies for some reason online, it wouldn't make the lobby. I don't know why. And I actually contacted the developers of the game, and they were like, oh, you have to do X, Y, and Z. And I was like, this is too much of a fucking pain in the ass. So I just put it down. I was like, whatever. I'm going to put it down. I'm not going to touch it. It'll be what it'll be. So eventually, something came up with reaching, maximum level's 30, not 25. Something came up, and on one of my videos, one of my trophy talks, someone said that there's an easier way to reach the max rank, and it only takes a few hours. And then doing the 1,000 races only takes like 4 hours as well. So that sounds like a lot, but it really isn't if you think about it. So I was like, okay, and I looked into it and I was like, holy shit, this is so easy. So I ended up sitting down doing the 1000 multiplayer races online so I could get the XP for all of that, and then I grinded out to level 30. And then after that, the last trophy I think I got was getting 1000 drift points on Castle Road, and I ended up getting that and then getting the platinum and getting the game done. So I've wanted to get this game done for a while. I adore this game. I really love the physics of this game. I love driving and racing games, obviously, but I love the physics of this game. I love the customization of this game. I really love everything about this game. The only thing that I don't like about Car Extra Racing is that I feel like, and this is how I feel with a lot of simulation games, is they don't offer too much content, especially this game, because this doesn't really offer you a campaign. You're really just doing races, and when you complete a track, you move on to the next track. So it's not really offering you too much. It's not really bringing too much to the table when it comes to single player content. Now, if you have people to play with online, great. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is this game at the end of the day essentially feels more like a demo than it actually feels like a legitimate, like, full blown game, and that's okay, because I think this is just this one step in the direction for these games. I heard that there was going to be another game that was going to come out that was going to be centered around street racing. So that would be awesome. I would love to see something like that. It doesn't even have to have a story, even though that would be great. But that would be amazing to see. But anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to get the platinum done because I bought this game back in the day, back before it was even on the North American store, because I think it is now. I went and made a European account and bought it in the European store because I wanted to play this game so bad on the PS4. And finally, to this day, we're getting it done. It took me, a year and 6 months, year and a half. I do want to note before moving any farther, if you guys probably aren't going to be able to tell, this is going to be a long video. I have no idea how long it's going to be. You guys want hour-long videos. This could be an hour. We'll see what ends up happening. But, yeah, this will be a long one. So then up next, we have Soul Calibur 5. Kind of out of nowhere, honestly. So I do a lot of multiplayer boosting. Obviously, you guys know that was one of the reasons behind creating this this kind of series, was to, tell people what I was doing, what games I was playing, in regards to boosting multiplayer trophies, because I wasn't uploading guides and things like that. So I wanted to still provide content to people. So I was like, I'm going to let people know what games I've been playing and been boosting. So doing this kind of gets down to the core of where this series kind of evolved from. But Soul Calibur 5, I do a lot of PS3 boosting with like Andrew, Waves, Brian. We kind of do a lot of like not random games, but older games on the PS3 and try to get them done. And there's some more on here, but we did Soul Calibur 5. I think this took us 2 nights to do. Really wasn't too bad with just 2 people. And I'm trying to look at what we had to do. We had to fight 100 times online. You had to win 50 times. So basically you only had to do 100 matches, and then you had to reach E4 rank in multiplayer, which I don't think, or no, E1 rank was the higher one. I don't think that was too hard. That took 2 hours. And I believe I let Andrew get his E1 rank first. I think you just get the E1 rank by just, or maybe is it the D1? Yeah, D1 rank. You just get it by like basically winning, I believe. It's nothing too bad. And then after that, you have to upload a replay, and then you also have to clear a ranking route with a record better than a rival. So you have to find someone online and do that. But all in all, really easy. I would we were winning by ring out like every single time, so it took no time at all. If you're actually going to sit there and play, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But if you play on one map that has like a bridge, the one player can actually back up and the other one can run and then kind of just kick him, and then it'll be a ring out every single time. So the matches take like no time at all, because I think it's best of 3 if I am not mistaken. But that randomly came out of nowhere. That's done. I was debating if I was going to make a multiplayer guide for this. There's a pretty big multiplayer guide in the works right now that I want to finish up, but I would really love to make multiplayer guides and how to platinums for every single goddamn game I play, but just with the time and everything that's happening, it is I don't want to say it's not possible, but it's not really possible sometimes. So that is that. So the multiplayer for Soul Calibur 5 is done. I need to do Soul Calibur 6, and then I'll be done all the Soul Caliburs. I've been debating if I want to go back and do Soul Calibur 2 HD online, the Japan stack, because I love Soul Calibur 2. So I'm debating if I want to go do that. But yeah, Soul Calibur 6 is the next one that I have. And I don't even know if this has online. I think it does, but it's like super easy. I don't know. I have to look into that, but that's the last one I need. Then up next, we have a game called Speed 3 Grand Prix, which randomly came out of nowhere. I forget. I think I don't know. I was streaming something and I bought this game a while back because it was on a sale and it looked like a piece of shit. And that's my favorite games are pieces of shits. So I bought it and it was a racing game too. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. So I bought it and I never played it. And then randomly I had it downloaded on my PS4 because I keep a few shit games on my PS4 for streaming just in case anything comes up on the stream or I finish a game and I kind of get into that, area where I'm like, I don't know what I want to play next. But yeah, this is just a really shit racing game, and it ended up taking me 2 weeks because I only have one trophy left, but I did not get it done because I was waiting to do it on stream. Because as you guys know, I do like to get all my platinum trophies on stream. So what'll end up happening typically is I'll get like everything done in a game. I'll be like done a game, and then it'll just sit there for like a week because or whenever I stream next. It kind of just sits there. So that's what happened with this game. I was, got down to a point. I only needed like a few more things and then I streamed it. So, but all in all, this isn't too bad. You have to win 100 races and then you have to wreck, I think, I don't even know how many times. I'm trying to see. You have to crash 100 times and then you have to take down 250 opponents. The taking down 250 opponents is easy. The 100 races is kind of a grind, but it's not too bad. And then, but the big thing is crashing 100 times. That's a pain in the ass. I would honestly try to do that as you're playing through the game. I was not doing that as I was playing through the game, so I had to grind it later on, and it really did suck because you only get it if the screen says you crashed, not if you like do something else. It's really fucking weird. I don't know. The game has to say that you crashed. Even if you crash, the game has to say you crashed for it to count. And then other than that, you just have to beat all of the seasons up to legendary, which isn't too bad. That's basically just doing a shit ton of races, which is annoying, but it is what it is. And then you have to do 10 split screen races, which are also easy. So all in all, not too bad of a list. It's not, I wouldn't say it's an enjoyable game, but if you're into racing games and you want a racing game that not a lot of other people have, then Speed 3 Grand Prix is the way to go. Then up next, we have Dirt Rally 2.0 randomly comes up again. I really want to get this game done, but I think I'm going to have to get my steering wheel out of the basement in order to finish the DLC. I could get this platinum right now, but you guys know me. I want to get the 100% before the platinum, and I've been putting it off for a long fucking time, but I need to get back to the Colin McRae DLC, and that requires me to do all of the scenarios on very hard, and I've been trying to do a few of them with the controller. I honestly haven't been putting too much effort in, but I think if I go get my steering wheel, I'll be able to blast through these pretty fast and get it done. I think I got done. I think there's 4 or 5 seasons to get through, something like that. I completely finished up, I think 1.5 seasons or 1 season and a little bit into the second one, but I barely played it at all. I put a lot of my effort into trying to get that pedal to the metal trophy, which I did do on a controller, and it was a pain in the fucking ass, but I don't want to do the rest of the scenarios on a controller because I just don't want to be sitting there sweating. So once I get done the Colin McRae DLC, then all I have to do for the base game in order to get this platinum is complete a race at every location, fully upgrade 5 cars, which I'll probably do as my last trophy because that's going to be not a pain in the ass, but it's going to be somewhat time consuming. Complete 10 time trials, win 8 events in the FIA World Rallycross Championship mode, and then complete 5 Rallycross events in Hell. And all of these are really easy. And this game has a shit ton of ultra rares for absolutely no reason at all. It's funny because the base game has, like, I don't even know how many, but there's a lot of ultra rares. This was a PS Plus game, I think, at some point, so that makes sense. But then when you go down to the DLC, like, the DLC even has ultra rares, which is, like, really, really, really strange. Like, look, 1.5%, 3.67, 2.0, 4.8, 1.3, 2.3. Like, it's very strange for a DLC to have ultra rare trophies, especially in the 1%. So if that's the case, then you know that it's probably pretty hard. It makes sense with the numbers here because there's probably people that have the season 4, because I think these might have been free. I don't know, just updates, and you could see that this is like a 23%. So obviously there's a lot of people that are taking a victory in hell in the rain, but Not a lot of people are touching the Column Cray DLC, and one of those is an ultra rare. So that's how you know that that shit is hard. So I'm really I'm not saying I'm struggling, but I haven't given it a true effort, and it definitely has been one of the bigger things that I've gone for in a racing game since maybe Gran Turismo 5, trying to do those Red Bull challenges. Which if I feel like if I can do the Red Bull challenges in Gran Turismo 5, I could definitely do the Colin McRae shit in Dirt Rally 2.0. Like I'm not a scientist here, but I feel like I should be able to do that through some transitive property or something like that. I don't know. I feel like I should, but again, I need to just sit down and do it. But there's so many other things going on and so many other games that I'm playing that like I'm hoping to come back to it soon to get it done. Because once I get done Dirt Rally 2.0, then I am basically done everything, and then I just need to do Dirt 5, which is really easy. So I don't know if I'll do Dirt 5 on the PS5 or I don't know. But I want to do Dirt 5 as well. And then Dirt 2 is unobtainable, as you guys know, but I have been debating going back and trying to do everything that I can but the unobtainable trophies. So if anybody's interested and wants to do the online for this game, ooh, that's kind of hard. 7 competitors. Ooh. Yikes. No, I would still do it. If anybody is interested in doing this online, I would love to do it just because I kind of was playing this game until I realized I couldn't get these 2 trophies here. And then once I realized I couldn't get those 2 trophies, I was like, I put it down. So, yeah, that is what it is. Then up next, we have My Name is Mayo 3. Not much to say about this. It's My Name is Mayo 3. Came out, I don't even know when, in May. So, yeah. Everybody had it. I did it. Not too bad. Same as all the other ones. The only thing I didn't like about this one was you had to spend a shit ton of time at the end walking through a forest doing like these. You didn't have to do them, but doing like these random mini games. And honestly, I didn't find the walking to be fast, and I didn't find the mini games to be fun. So if I had to rank the My Name is Mayo 3 plat, I would probably put it at the bottom if you want me to be honest. It's probably the worst of the 3. Just my personal opinion. Then up next we have Ashugaru, The Last Shogun. What is this? What the fuck even is it? This is a Gilson B. Pontes game. He releases one every year, PlayStation 4 exclusives. We got the best over here. And this is interesting. But I put some time in and worked through. I need to do a few more characters, which I'm waiting to do on stream. There's like a stupid method in order to beat the enemies in this game, and it just doesn't make any sense at all. So I was working through, I played it like a while back, was getting my ass kicked, looked some things up, figured out what I needed to do, started doing it. And then the game broke on me, like as I was, going to get done, which is no surprise to me. So I need to start fresh and I need to do it, but I'm going to do it on stream and finish it up and be done with that and put a video out. But that's a Gilson B. Pontes game, same as like, Taishogun, same as I don't even know his other ones, but there's a shit ton of them, and every single year he always sends me a code to play a game, and I just do it because it's the best. They're the best PlayStation exclusives. You got to play them, unless they are like $30, then you shouldn't. All right, and then here we go. Here's a good game. Now we have Everybody's Golf. Now this is a game I had been going for a while. I started this back in April, so basically back when I made the last video, and we finished it, just a few weeks ago. So very fitting for the gap. And honestly, this is the game that kind of was killing my motivation to do anything at all in regards to gaming, because number one, defeating all the versus characters was not hard, but defeating the secret versus characters was kind of annoying because you had to get on every single day and play that character, and if you lost to that character, then you were screwed until like basically they came back. They could come back. It wasn't like the end of the world. They definitely did, but that was kind of annoying. Basically, I hate trophies like that because I feel like I don't make progress doing anything. So I get on, I do one secret versus character that day, and then I'm done for the day, or so it just feels like you're never making progress. So I was doing that, and then the last thing I was doing, which was also tied to the versus characters, no, Was it the versus or was it the No, it was the Seeker versus characters. What am I saying? Well, the versus characters have the regular versus characters, and then they have like a variation of the versus character that comes out every day. That's what I should say. They're not Seeker versus characters. So you have to get on every single day, play them. If you lose, you're screwed for them. And then, it is what it is. Now, the Seeker versus characters are the ones that show up when you get like 100 birdies or 200 birdies or whatever. There's a secret versus character that comes up when you need to get 3 condors. Now, if you guys don't know what a condor is when you get a hole-in-one on a par 5. That is fucking ridiculous. So you have to get 3 of those in order to get one of the Seeker versus characters. Now, there is a trophy for getting 1 condor on an official round, but you need 3 for one of the Secret versus characters. Now, I also need to note, as it says in the trophy, it needs to be recorded in an official round. It's the same thing for the Secret versus character. It doesn't count. Nothing in the game counts unless it's in an official round. So none of your birdies, none of your eagles, albatrosses, condors, none of that shit counts unless you're playing on an official course in an official round. And what that means is you have to be playing on essentially a normal size hole course. That's essentially what an official round. You can't have one of the ones with like the vortex cups or the giant cups or whatever. It either needs to be regular size or tiny size in order for it to count as an official round. So you have to do that 3 times. And there was one course that, or one hole you could do it on one of the courses that was like super easy. You could do it online and you could use like this certain ball that would help you. But the downside to it was you had to wait until that course was an official course. So it wasn't using one of those wacky vortex holes or anything. And you also had to wait until the tees were in the right spot because the tees would be placed at 3 different areas. And you could get them in you could get them in each of the areas, but it made it easier if it was in certain areas. So I literally was getting on every single day, checking that course. And if that course had the right conditions and everything, I would hop in it. I would give it a try and I would try for like an hour or 2. And then if I couldn't get it, I was just like, whatever, and put it down. And then I had to wait till the next time. And then eventually the one day I like got it in like 2 minutes. And then I got the next 2 like immediately after. I was done in like 10 minutes. And I was like, so all I needed to do was literally wait for the course to be the right course. So that was a pain in the ass. Now, apparently there is a way to get the condor cheesing it somehow. I don't really know how you do it, but apparently there's some way to do it. If you guys want to do the game, it goes down on September 30th. So you have like a month and a half to get it done. It's definitely doable, but you got to keep an eye out for that Condor trophy. And again, if there's like I think there's some glitch for it. I don't know. The platinum percentage for this game has like skyrocketed ever since then. So, there's that, but people are definitely getting the Condor, but you still have to get all the characters, which is like the other pain in the ass thing. I know that the guide for this, let me check. By the way, PSNP Plus has this thing where they put the difficulty and stuff for the guides right next to the game if you open the guide for it. So it'll tell you right there, which is kind of nice. But so it's they're saying 40 hours. I don't know if I would say that. I feel like it's a little more than 40 hours. The game was definitely a slog at the beginning because you had to get through all those ranks and it was a pain in the ass. And then you didn't, if you don't pay attention to having to collect all the characters, you got to go back and play older tournaments and everything. So it's really a pain in the ass. Let me just say that. Did I have fun? Sure, but I'm glad it's over. Let me just say that. But everybody's golf is platinumed. It's done. I'm cool, and I don't have to worry about it before the servers go down. So the next 2 games are kind of tied together, but I'll go over this one first. So Killzone Shadowfall. I was not planning on doing this game when I did it, but randomly out of nowhere, Guerrilla Games said that the servers for this game were going to get offed, and that was on they got offed on the 12th last week, so almost going on a week now. And I think the server announcement came up on like the 25th or so. It was like a week and a half or like 2 weeks or 2.5. I don't know. There was not a lot of time. Basically, there was not a lot of time, and I had to make this decision of like, should I do it or should I not do it? So I ended up talking with Brian, and we ended up going for it, and we got it all done. It really was not as bad as I thought it would be, if you want me to be completely honest with you. But we did get through everything, so we got done all the base game multiplayer, which was really nice, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, the funny thing is going into the base game, the Insurgent, and then the Intercept, each of the DLCs, like, it was like, okay, we went into the base game, and it was like, I don't know if this is going to get done. because like I felt like we weren't making progress on anything, and then we like blew through a shit ton of stuff in like a few days. And then when we got into Insurgent, same thing. I was like, I don't really know. We're not making progress. And then that was done in like a day. And then same thing with Intercept. I was like, I don't really know how to play this. And then we figured it out and we were done in like a day. So it really wasn't too bad. But yeah, we have we have all the base game multiplayer done, which wasn't too bad. The Insurgent DLC is done. I don't have this trophy like a boss because that's to finish the campaign mode in Elite, and I'm not doing that right now. And then we have the Intercept DLC fully done. So I was able to get done Killzone Shadowfall before the servers went down. Great to do. And with that being said, also the Killzone Shadowfall Intercept standalone I was able to get done. So this means that I have literally everything. Well, and there's another game coming up, so I guess I shouldn't bring it up yet. But yeah, I got that done. This did auto pop to an extent. As you can see, everything on August 5th was auto popped. And then there's 2 trophies at the bottom that you had to work towards. So you could technically auto pop this whole thing, which I am not a fan of at all. I'm glad it didn't happen. But I didn't really have a choice if I wanted to do the standalone to not have it auto pop. So I kind of enjoyed Intercept. I'm not going to lie. I was definitely getting tired of it because you do have to do 50 rounds of it. And once you start getting efficient with it, it can take anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes to kind of get through one. So still, even if you have to do 50 of them, you're talking like hours of playing, which is really annoying on the same map doing the same thing. It can definitely get a little tedious and a little boring, but for the most part, I really did enjoy it. I was not expecting to enjoy it, but I did. And back to the roots of, doing bullshit multiplayer. So that's done. And then up next, which we'll talk about overall, is Killzone Mercenary. So Killzone Mercenary also went down. I had got done the multiplayer for this way back in the day, but there was one trophy that apparently was tied to the servers that I didn't know. And it was this trophy, Aces High. So I ended up going for that and getting that. And that was basically 2.5 days of doing the first mission, or I should say the first mission demolition contract for, I think, maybe 11 to 12 hours. In-game time is what it was counting. And I think I ended up getting 700,000 currency in order to get that done. So that was definitely a grind, and I was not a fan of it, but we got it done, and it is what it is. And what I was going to say before was, this gets done all of the multiplayer for me for all of the Killzone games. So technically, I can platinum and 100% every single Killzone game. I just got to get around to it. So that's kind of cool. That's a cool little fun fact. But yeah, I mean, I was not expecting on doing Killzone Shadowfall Intercept standalone or Killzone Mercenary, but when the servers were going down, that was that. And that gets into kind of why I wasn't uploading videos, or why I didn't upload one of these videos a few weeks ago, because I didn't, it's going to sound really crazy, but like I didn't want to put an hour into recording one of these videos when I could have put an hour into boosting those games to try to get them done, because I was already worried about not having enough time to start off with. So I was like, oh fuck, like I don't know if I should be wasting my time, and if I should just be going hard. So I was like, I'm going to just go hard in these, and then, I'll reevaluate when I'm done, and we'll get that done. But both of those games are done. Glad to be done them. Oh, they were a process. Up next, we have Minecraft Set 2. This is just more DLC. I went on and did expansion 16. There's worlds and shit that you can download and get it done super fast. So that was easy. Took no time at all. I just had to do it, basically. Then up next, we have Tom Clancy's Hawks 2. So funny story. Hawks 1 and Hawks 2 were supposed to go down in September of 2016. But they never actually went down. So they're still up. And if you guys don't know, because I don't need to do any of these games, there are a bunch of Ubisoft games that are going down on September 1st on the PS3. So Far Cry 3, all of the Assassin's Creeds other than Assassin's Creed 4, they're all going down. I think like Tom Clancy's, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, which was already down and broken, so who knows what's going on there. they're all going down. Splinter Cell, Blacklist, they're all going down. All of Ubisoft's, only PS3 generation games are going down on September 1st. If they're cross generation between the 3 and the 4, like Assassin's Creed 4, Watch Dogs, anything like that, they're not going down, I believe. But anything strictly on the PS3 is going down. So with that being said, Hawks and Hawks 2 are obviously Ubisoft games, and they were supposed to go down back in 2016, and they're still up. So, and they weren't on the list of games. So I kind of went to Brian and I was like, let's do Hawks 1 and Hawks 2 before the servers go down, because I do not want to be shit out of luck on that. So we played through and boosted everything in Hawks 2. The only thing that we have to do now is to complete any of the survival mode maps, which are we're kind of a pain in the ass, but what we're actually doing right now to unlock one of the easier survival maps is just playing through the campaign and beating it, because apparently once you beat the campaign, you get access to this Moscow survival map, and it's like super easy to beat. So we're doing that right now. Hopefully we'll be done that soon, and then when that's done, I'm hoping to be done either that today or tomorrow, and then once that's done, then we can start on Hawks 1, which will give us 2 weeks to do that. That one's a little more tedious, but it's not the worst, and we don't actually have to do the survival mode, so we don't have to play through the campaign. So all in all, at the end of the day, it will be kind of easier and probably less time to do the multiplayer for that. But if you guys are wanting to do Hawks 1 and Hawks 2, definitely get on it. Hawks 2 only took us, I think, like 3 days or something like that. 2 or 3 days, really not bad at all. So get on that and do that if you want to. And you can, if you have a turbo controller, you can participate in the 100 team battle matches while you sleep at night. So, and you get free XP doing that. So I would advise to do that. And then last up, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I went back to it. I know I needed to. They added more DLC. So they added the Dawn of Ragnarok, which I was playing a few months back, just trying to, play through it and get it done. I don't even know when that shit came out, but I was playing that. I wasn't making progress. I wasn't earning trophies. I put it down. Last week or something, I picked it back up, started playing through. I was like, I'm actually really close. So I played through, beat that, got all of the trophies, finished that up last night, put out some guides, as you guys probably saw. So the last 2 DLCs I need to do are the Mastery Challenges Part 2, which I'm going to be putting out guides for that. So, you might get spammed with like 9 guides soon on the channel. So apologize in advance. And then last up, we have the Forgotten Saga, which I don't even know what the hell that is, but that'll be done after. I'm going to do both of these back to back just to get this shit. Well, I guess back to back, just to get this shit done, just to get this game done. It has 92 trophies now. I just want it to stop. Please stop. I want to play Assassin's Creed, but I don't want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The maps are too big. The game is unnecessarily too large. The game is unnecessarily too long. There's so many things about this game that are just wrong. And I think the few things that it does right doesn't justify all of the things that it does wrong. So it definitely can be hard to play through at some points, but I'm going to get it through. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to get done. I'm going to do it. Don't worry. It'll be finished, but just know that I probably won't be enjoying it. I can't believe this game has been out. It's going on 2 years. This fall will be 2 years that Assassin's Creed Valhalla has been out. That is crazy. Holy shit. So anyway, 30 something minutes in, that's what I've been playing. Like I said, it was definitely going to be a long video because there's been a lot going on. So what do I plan on playing in the upcoming week, or weeks, I should say, going into September? So going to try to finish, or I'm going to finish, not try. Brian and I are going to finish Hawks 2. That is definitely happening. Hawks 1 is going to be added and finished, so that's going to be done. I plan on getting the Platinum in Ashugaru. I want to finish the DLCs in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, possibly try to get done Dirt Rally 2.0. There's a few PS3 games that I have on my list that I want to try to finish, like Deadfall Adventures and things like that. As for the list of games that I'm going to be playing, quote unquote, once I'm done Assassin's Creed Valhalla and like doing multiplayer stuff that I'm going to be playing in my free time, the next game that I'm going to be playing, because it was redeemed by Brian on stream, is Knack 1. And then we're going to be getting back into the rotation of games. So I will be doing Hitman 2016, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, and then Alien vs. Predator, because essentially the rotation of games that I'm doing now is I'm going to do my Hitman Star Wars rotation that I was doing before, along with a PS3 backlog game. And the way that that's working is I'm just going alphabetical down the list of games that I've completed the multiplayer for on the PS3, but I haven't gotten the platinum yet. So the first game that I started with was Air Conflicts Vietnam. So the next one will be Aliens versus Predator, and then we'll play a few other games, and then it'll be Aliens Colonial Marine, and then it'll be Anarchy Rush Hour, and it'll just be right down that list. So that's the goal there, to get to do that, because I did want to get back into the PS3 backlog and try to get that done. So there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of games that I want to play. Brian and I also have a lot of games that we have lined up that we're going to be playing. Just he and I probably like back into some of these games as a service games like Anthem and things like that. So those might be popping up here and there, but all in all, I'm trying to keep myself on somewhat of a list, but I have definitely been all over the place just trying to finish things because of things coming up and people asking to play games. I'm never going to say no to playing a game and getting a multiplayer done. So, I'm never going to say no to anything like that. So if I have the opportunity to play Anthem and get the multiplayer done in Anthem and the platinum, then I'm going to do that. I'll put, Hitman 2016 off to do that. So that's just what I'm going to do. But that's kind of the goal. There's a lot going on. I'm hopping all over the place. And I do want to apologize again for not putting a video out for like basically all of the summer. One of these, I know that everybody loves these videos. They love me talking about my trophies. I have a super big video that I would like to put out somewhat soon. That's probably going to be like multiple hours long. I don't even know how I'm going to do it, but I definitely want to do that at some point. But all in all, I've been making some good progress. I've been trying my best, and it's been a lot of fun. One thing that I want to do before ending, let's see if there's any comments from the last video. I've been trying, or I've been debating if I want to actually like do these comments, but I guess we can. I don't know. Oh, nothing on the last one. The car extra racing hero was Zashby, so I do want to thank Zashby Zashbay for giving me advice on the car extra racing. I guess another thing I want to discuss real quick, which was left on by on my last video by Rand Author, because I think I was basically shitting on Horizon Forbidden West, saying it was a bad game and how I don't understand how people could like a game like this when it's the same repetitive stuff and how it gets so much praise. I do want to say I was definitely a little harsh with my opinion, but my opinion of the game still does not change. I still don't think it's a good game personally, and fully subjectively, that's my opinion. It's not objective at all. I don't think, if I'm going to be honest with video games, since video games are a form of art, I don't think you can ever be objective about rating a video game, which is one of the reasons why I hate video game reviews and I hate things like that, because everybody is always going to have a different opinion. Something that one person likes, another person's not going to like when it comes to art. My favorite color is green, but your favorite color might be blue. So if something green comes up, I'm going to love it. But if something blue comes up, you're going to love it. That's just art. So you can never be objective when it comes to video games. You just can't. And that's one of the reasons why, again, I highly dislike video game reviews and things like that. I think that when it comes down to you trying to pick the games that you want to play, it definitely comes down to you finding a person or persons that you have the same viewpoints on games when it comes down to it. I don't think these big corporations like IGN or GameSpot or any of them, I don't think that they should be giving any sort of numerical values to games. I think that doing Metacritic shit is a pain in the ass and not worth it. I just don't think that any of that is good. I mean, I think in the overall scheme of things, it probably does show that like games are good if everybody is rating it good. But at the end of the day, people are going to do that, and there's going to be people that love a game, and there's going to be people that hate a game. And I'm not saying I hate Horizon Forbidden West. I just don't think it's a good game. I think it's repetitive. I think that it doesn't make you think, but not in a good way, because it wants you to not think, but then it also doesn't really give you solutions too. And then Aloy doesn't stop talking, and like, it's very weird. To me, it's very weird. There's definitely a way to do a game and to do puzzles where like you don't have to think about it, and the game kind of just, will lead you in the right direction to get things done. But Horizon does not do that at all, and it's super long. Even though the platinum hour says 35 hours, and I think that's on the lower side, personally. Um, I just don't think. And again, I'm being subjective. Everybody has their own opinion. It could be your favorite game. I don't think it's a good game. I personally don't think it's a good game. And I guess the only like thing that I'll say that's kind of messed up is like I feel like people that are praising the game are people who do not play very many games. They don't have too much of a variety in games that they play. They're probably the same people that are bitching that Elden Ring doesn't give you any structure in how to beat the game. I can guarantee you that. So again, everybody's going to have their own opinion. It is what it is. I was definitely a little harsh with what I said, but I still stand by that. I don't think it's a good game. And if you do think it's a good game, then more power to you, because you're allowed to enjoy what you want to enjoy. But that's just my opinion, you know. So it be what it be. But I think I'm good enough to wrap this up. I just had like an aneurysm when I was talking there. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I do want to note again that all my socials are down below. So if you want to go follow any of those, I would greatly appreciate it. On stream, I am doing like, I have like channel points, obviously, because I'm on Twitch. And if you guys earn enough channel points, you can actually pick what games and series and stuff that I play when I, end up getting around to them. So if you want to go, use it, if you want to watch and get some channel points and do that, that would be cool. That would be kind of cool. It does have to be like fully approved by me. I'm not gonna have someone come through and be like, oh, you're gonna play Barbie on the PS. No, I'm not. You're gonna play Hannah Montana on the PS3. I redeem my points. No, I'm not. You might have redeemed your points, but I'm not playing Hannah Montana. Pick a different game because I'm not doing it. So it does have to fully get picked by me, but that is something that I am doing. So if you wanna follow, that would be cool, and watch and redeem those points. That would be cool. But yeah, again, links to all the socials are down below. Go follow me on anything if you want to. If you want to leave anything down in the comments below and you want me to discuss it or at least see it for the next video, I would, I might read through it. I don't know. I used to do that. I used to look through the comments and kind of answer people's questions on stuff, and I still will definitely do that, but I think I'm more apt to do it at the time and not like in the next video, just so that I'm not like lagging behind, especially if I'm not here for, well, I don't plan on being here for not months at a time, but you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts and what games you've been playing down in the comments below. Would love to read through all of those. And if you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, which would be crazy, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you guys all around sometime soon.